Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race here on Speed Gaming 2. I'm Jaxie, and today I'm joined by Lana Bean on comms. How are we doing today?
Great, thank you. And how are you doing?
Doing great. Uh, so, yeah, right off the bat, you actually might notice something a little weird. This is not vanilla Link to the Past music. Um, as it was announced yesterday on the Link to the Past Randomizer main tournament group reveal restream, we are now allowing MSUs to be used for restreams on Link to the Past. Assuming they're approved, and we're hearing from Vortex of Doom, we're hearing Metroid Prime. I'm imagining that Scupula is probably going to be using an MSU as well. And yeah, this is our open weekly, as we always have, and this is actually going to be the last open weekly for quite a while, as we do have the main tournament ongoing right now, currently in group stages. There are many restreams of matches currently ongoing right now at this very minute.
I believe the dailies will still be going on, but the restreams will be put on hold until much later in the tournament.
Yep, that is correct.
But otherwise, as has been pointed out, we've got Vortex of Doom and Scupula on restream today. Thank you very much. We also have Professor Renderer helping us with tracking. Thank you as well. And we should be getting started here in just a moment.
Yep. So, I always like to ask this question, but what do you think is going to be the weird troll of this seed?
I think boots are a good, safe bet. They tend to hide in the weirdest of places.
I think the troll of this seed is going to be the bow.
That's a good one as well, especially if you get that Pod Eastern combo pendants. We'll see. Well, we got a good match here about to start. Looks like Vortex of Doom. That timer is good to go, so here we go.
We've got opposing starts. We've got Link's house on Vortex side and Scupula starting at tank, and we have major items in both starting chests.
Hey, so we have Fire Rod in Link's house and the glove in the sanctuary. So very good starting items. Unfortunately, no bombs for Scupula, so no option to go to the back of escape immediately.
Yeah, but Vortex, however, does get 4 bombs and another bomb as well from killing that guard and also doing the true pull.
Yeah, gonna be able to have that good opportunity to go right to back of escape if Vortex chooses to do so.
Half magic. Okay, so yeah, I think judging by what Vortex is doing, I think he's gonna go for escape.
Looks like it. Well, possibly. 6 bombs, that is enough to clear it. You just need to be careful.
We also have a fire rod as well.
Oh, that's true. Half magic fire rod. You are right. I did not catch what was on Lumberjack.
That looked to be nothing, so I don't think we're gonna be seeing an Aga 1 kill for that.
Alright, so just as you said, doing, the front of escape for Vortex of Doom, getting another bomb.
Yep. And because we do have half magic, we can be liberal with our fire rod shots.
And that fire rod does technically put Dark Cross in logic as well.
That is true.
And we have a Cane of Burner from Scupula, first find in the Lost Woods.
And $100.
Not a bad find, going right into Kakariko. Now there's that single arrow.
Yep. The single arrow. Oh, how we love you.
Oh, yes. Single arrow always used to troll me so much in when hints were a big thing, because it'd be like, a unique item is here. You go there, it's the single arrow. You're like, oh, okay, thanks.
Yep, but unfortunately, most of us don't really use hints anymore, and I don't think we use hints in these races either, so.
Nope, that is true. Hints aren't nearly as big of a thing as they used to be. I think it's good for newer players, honestly, or if you're playing like a friendly race with newer people, but overall, they could just be a distraction.
Yeah, that is a pretty good point.
I think having some modes with hints is pretty okay, like cross keys or something like that. Maybe hints won't be as much of a hindrance and could in fact be really useful, but other than that, yeah.
Vortex is going to save and quit.
Yep, just an out of logic heart container, not taking that death warp to check Dark Cross, that's okay.
Well, technically, I think that heart container is in logic, even because that glove allows us to get to back of escape, and the fire rod puts Dark Cross in logic.
Oh, that's true. Technically, the small key will be gettable, so that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a heart container, so who really cares?
Maybe it was Sank Heart.
Oh. Bombos and a mushroom in Cackwell.
Couple of antioxidants in the blueberries. And looks like a pretty bad back of escape with 20 arrows and a big 20. So Scupula's not missing much there. So I think that puts the small key in Dark Cross.
Yep. Seems like it.
Hey, map check. We have red crystal at Desert, a 5/6, and regular crystals at both Eastern and Desert, or Eastern and Hera.
Yep, I can confirm that. And there's the hammer.
That's a good find.
So unless Moon Pearl is on the pyramid, egg is probably not required.
Very close, too. Is that a single arrow I saw on library? That's not particularly useful.
I think that was money. We already saw the single arrow. So.
Oh, that's right. Single rupee up there. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, we're getting a blind race game check from Scupula. I don't think he went south first. And heart piece. Not going to help too much there.
We're gonna pick it up anyway.
Heck yeah, you raced for it. Why not grab it? And Scupula picking up that fire rod. Okay, so overall the play seems to be either Agina, South Shore, Ice Ride Cave, Saha, or Eastern. Take your pick, runners.
I mean, I think we're probably gonna just go do the usual route. We're gonna do South Shore, and then we'll do Agina. And
I
hopefully
don't
by
know.
then we will have progression, so we do not have to go into Eastern.
Agina could be one of those last location checks. We'll see.
Oh yeah, we also have Zora as well.
Yes, that is totally in logic. I didn't think of that. And we almost have the money for it. South Shore will most certainly provide you with the rest of that. But with no Moon Pearl, fake flippering is not going to net you too much right now, besides a quicker Zora route.
Yep, because we will not be able to fake flipper and gain Waterwalk in order to be able to get the items that are in Waterfall Ferry.
Okay, so it looks like if Well, these runners should be about on the same pace, so unless Scupula goes to check back of escape before going south, they should be heading south shore about the same time. And of course, these runners could prove me wrong and immediately go to Saha or something like that. You never know.
See if Vortex decides to blind check in. He's not going to do that. So he's going to save a little bit of time.
Yeah, save and quit. I imagine head south like we thought. Of course, every time I say something like that, they just go somewhere else completely different. Let's see.
Yep. This looks like a South Shore play. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, he's gonna do the dam. I was also thinking he has that mushroom. He could possibly do a fake flip to turn it in.
Well, so far just 10 arrows, nothing too exciting. And let's see if Scupula joins the Vortex down south or elects to head east towards Saha. Ooh, very impressive mini Moldorm cave. 3 bombs,
Very nice.
Picks out the whole room.
Mm-hmm. There's the rune pearls. There's Dark World access.
Okay. Oh, and a flute. Okay. Looks like Vortex is electing to go ahead and head south, ignore the flute for now, and just check out Hype Cave, maybe even head west towards Stumpy and Big Game, or maybe east towards Pod.
Right, let's see here. Vortex is not going to give us a map check for right now for some reason. Okay.
Yeah,
It's probably gonna do it after he leaves Hype Cave.
So I presume Thieves Town will be its usual pendant, but we shall see.
Of course it will be. Of course Thieves Town will be a pendant. Ooh, that's a nice mirror.
That is a good mirror. That is a good opportunity. And a book. Okay, mirror and books. So, holy cow. Quite a bit just open up to our runners.
Yeah, we can do Hera.
So far, Hera, Thieves Town, and Skull Woods.
Well, Skull, we kind of need a sword for.
Oh yeah. Good point. Okay.
Skull is our green pendant, along with TR, Pod being regular pendants, and Ice is the last 5/6.
Okay, that's a pretty good layout there. And Thieves Town proves me wrong.
You always gotta hate it whenever you see Skull or Thieves as a pendant, because those are the 2 dungeons you will want to immediately go into whenever you get Dark World access.
Exactly. And Skull Woods is so dangerous to leave. It only has 2 items, but right now they can logically do everything there except Mothula, pardon me. So that's a dangerous place to leave alone. So we may be able to clear desert. We definitely can clear Hera.
to answer a question in chat, there are vines in the back, which you need a blade of some kind to be able to cut down.
In Swordless, the vines are already open, but this is just a standard open 7-7. No, friendly dig, only 4 required, but elects not to keep digging for Zora money. Alright, so Scupula taking the route to Skull Woods. And Vortex electing to go ahead and activate that flute. Always good to hear that flute sound. It looks like Vortex of Doom is joining Scupula in the same area in Skull. Let's see if they elect to go ahead and... Oh, we're getting a pet check, I think.
Early ped check. Just a little piece of love.
Well, darn it, Ped Dream is dead already.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, is it?
I don't know, wouldn't you want the last restreamed daily to go out with a bang?
That would be
At least-
kind of funny.
At least until the tournaments wind down, so probably at least a few weeks.
Over on the Scuba side, I actually don't know what kind of MSU this is.
Okay, Scupula electing to go ahead and check out Skull Woods, the same as, oh wait, Vortex never went in. Okay, so Scupula is finishing up Skull Woods. As far as I can tell, not getting rewarded with anything, unfortunately.
Found a lamp on Vortex's side.
A lamp is never a bad thing to find for sure.
I did not know there was a heart in that pot.
Yeah, there are a few hidden around here, just got in other locations like those south pots. I think at least one of them has another heart if needed. Okay, well, Pendant Skullwood's not paying out today in terms of what we can check so far, so Mothula's still around, but that's about it. Well, Thieves Town can be a little bit tricky without a sword, but with Blue Cane, should be a pretty easy fight for our runners, I think. And also looks like we saw $300 on Bumper, probably not going to get that today. I think there's at least one item left in Skull, but there could very well even be two. I did not catch if Scupula did go to the back of Skull or not.
I don't think he did.
Could still theoretically have something back there in the one check that is available, but at the same time, he did go up there to check pets, so And Scoopula picking up that lamp as well.
Yeah, this does sound kind of like Super Mario Land 2. I wouldn't know exactly what. It sounds like it would be that.
I don't recognize the song, but it's probably either Game Boy based or just a retro MSU from something, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is definitely a Game Boy. It's definitely a Game Boy.
Oh, Vortex trying to fill up on magic, gets that full magic drop, but unfortunately doesn't pick it up before the screen transition. It's a couple of small magic drops regardless, so Blue Cane is definitely going to be a thing on Mothula.
Oh, it's Wario.
Well, that makes sense.
Thank you to the people in chat that pointed that out.
Okay, well, so far nothing going on in Thieves Town. I haven't been counting items, but seeing as Vortex is heading left, I'm guessing map or compass is not found yet. Okay, well, Thieves Town. Dry as heck.
Yep, nothing outside of just a required dungeon clear.
Well, given what we've seen at Hype Cave and to the west, I would say with Hammer and Mirror, I'd say next play probably has to be Hera and General Death Mountain.
Yeah, Hera seems like a good bet.
Because with the Hammer, you do have East Death Mountain access as well, so there's a plethora of items to look at up there. And Vortex electing not to use that Blue Cane. And takes Blind down nicely with a hammer.
Yep. And we get a fairy. And Vortex draws first blood at 21 minutes even.
Well, it is a convenient check. Just have to walk a little bit south and Mirror, and suddenly you get both Sick Kid check, and you could just flute right to Death Mountain if you choose to make that your next check. Otherwise, other options would, of course, be Hod with no bow, Pyramid, Catfish. That is an option as well, and could certainly be the play. Yeah, Sick Kid not paying out, just given $20 today. Yes, as chat's pointing out, Desert is definitely another call. There is 4 items in that area, including Agina, Desert Ledge, and at the very least 1 check in Desert. If not an item, possibly. You may be able to beat it. Scoopula going with those hammer strats for Blind as well, and Vortex digging up a piece of heart off of the shovel.
Scoopy is just gonna pull out that key just for safety.
Vortex electing that very desert play that was just discussed in chat. So we did see a bloopy on the desert island or desert ledge there, so we're probably not going to be going for that.
What if we're maybe 5 rupees short and we want to do Zora next?
Then I would be 5 rupees short. I am not grabbing that $5 for anything. All right. Moment of truth. Are we locked out of desert? We are. So boots will be a thing in this seed. And so far, both of our troll item guesses are still question marks. Mine are the boots. Yours is bow, I believe. So we'll see. Yeah, Vortex kind of need a key to open that door, I'm afraid. Okay, we are getting an Agina check, which did not happen earlier. So unfortunately for Scupula, Scupula has routed through Village of Outcasts, which means that so far he is missing out on his Hype Cave findings, which is, I believe, what, both a flute, a mirror, and no, I think that was about it from there.
Maybe it was a mirror and literacy.
Oh, that's right, it was a book. And Vortex, turn it in that mushroom.
Yeah, just makes sense. Honestly, no reason not to do it right now.
And save scums.
Yep, we're gonna hard reset.
Okay, Vortex, where are we going now? There's pretty much Pod area and Death Mountain.
To 1. Looks like we're gonna just clear up the mountain.
You definitely hope to go up here with myths, especially given that you have East Death Mountain access, but they're, I guess, myths short. They could find it on Death Mountain, though. And right now, all of Light Death Mountain and Hera are clearable, so he can go ahead and do everything while he's up there. And Scupula will be able to do it logically pretty quickly. Old man Gary just giving a few antioxidants, watching out for your health.
Answer a question in chat. We did check Skullwoods. We cannot do anything else in Skull until we get a weapon of some sort to cut down the vines in the back.
We do not believe that Scupula checked the one check in the back where you burn the entrance open and check the one chest in there. So that could certainly be progression, theoretically.
I think if he's not checking, I think he knows that that bridge chest is probably a small key.
That's true.
Which, to be fair, that chest more than likely is probably a small key.
Ooh, getting a Spy Cave check from Vortex of Doom, something oftentimes left until later, but is fully in logic with those bottles and the blue cane.
Oh, yeah. God. And we've got regular beep sounds.
And Scupula electing to go ahead and follow suit, checking the desert, and nothing much out of the Spy Cave. And Vortex of Doom electing not to save and quit. Just gonna go ahead and climb up the Death Mountain the classic way. And that's okay.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. This is technically faster. Albeit it may not be safer. He might just take a death when he gets to Hera just to regain his health.
True, you got that mirror, but otherwise, do you really want to climb with the beeps?
If he wants to make us suffer.
Alright, we're gonna get a ether
Oh,
tablet
no.
check.
He almost just died there.
Oh, yeah, that dead rock wasn't having any of it.
Just another piece of love.
Alright, ether tablet, see ya. Interesting that nobody checked Bombo's tablet, I don't think. Oh, almost died again, good grief.
I don't think there was any way we could have conveniently checked Bombo's tablet.
Where was Book again? Was that? Oh,
Book was in Hype Cave.
I think both Mir and Book were there, so you
Oh
could...
yeah, Mira and Book were both there, yes, so that, well, yeah, you could have done that.
Well, I didn't catch it. Maybe Scoopula looked at it before he went to desert area, I guess.
I don't think he did.
Oh, hello, Hera Basement. No hookshot, we're going in. And it looks like Dead Rock's giving Scoopula the once-over as well on the right side. Speaking of, as a general reminder, don't forget to follow these runners. They're being fantastic and volunteering to be on Restream. Looks like we don't have a bot command up for the runners, but follow Vortex Doom, follow Scoopula. They are fantastic.
Yep. They can be followed at Vortex of Doom 97 and Scupula.
Looks like the commentary section's working though, so give a follow to Jaxie CoCom here, and also Professor Render handling all the tracking. Vortex, please death warp. Oh,
Oh my god. He's not going to Death Warp.
He also has the fairies. That's probably another reason why he's not doing it, I guess.
That's also true. That's also a very, very valid reason.
Ooh, finding an ether. I missed that one. Vortex picked that up. So one item is out of here already going up to the top. And second item is a heart piece. Thank goodness. I think Vortex may have miscounted his items in Hera, though. He's probably just going to find a map or compass here. Now, both these runners are running pretty close to neck and neck here, so hard to tell if anyone is in fact in the lead. They seem to be following each other's footsteps for the most part. I think the only thing we've seen is Vortex of Doom has not checked out Skull Woods, and Scupula has. Otherwise, pretty much... Oh, gosh. Troll Durham showing you how to troll bounce. Well done.
Yep, let's try that again.
He's just trying to show these runners how to properly troll Durham bounce. It's all good. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. We got a runner's command going on in chat, so please give these runners a follow. Okay, Scupula about to do the climb as well. We'll see if he properly counts those items and stops at that small little heart piece. We'll see. It could be hard to do sometimes, though. You're thinking 5 different routing things in your head going on, so I can't blame them in the least when that sort of thing happens. Especially since you find your first item before even going to Hera Basement, and then you have like a minute to think about what you're going to be doing after Hera, so by then that thought of, hey, we got Ether already is gone, so I can't blame them.
So we're 32 minutes in. We still don't have a sword. I don't think sword was on either of our list for potential trolls.
It is not. It is option C, I guess. Maybe we'll give that one to chat. Chat, you could be the sword troll. Jaxie chose the bow as the troll item. I chose the boots as the troll item. And so far we have nor boots, nor sword, nor
Well, your option's off the table.
All right, I'm out. I lose. All right, that was readily available for quite a while. Logically, as soon as they got that flute, I suppose. Oh, Vortex given. No.
Not really.
Nice try.
I don't think it would have been beneficial to hover there anyway. You still would have had to fall down.
Yeah, true. I think he got a pixel or two far, though. He gave it the old college try. Alright, looks like Scubula following close suit. Gonna be getting those boots before too long. Finding out that floating island is just the bug net. It is practically required, but not technically, so runners probably aren't getting that. Okay.
Titan's mitts are nice, though.
Titan's mitts, so that could very well be access to Mire with the boots. So progression can now be in Mire or Mire area.
Yep, unfortunately, we don't have a sword to use our medallions.
Oh, that is correct. Okay, another reason why I forget things sometimes. That sword. Okay, so progression could be there, but not until they get a sword. Okay, not much in Super Bunny Cave.
Yep, we'll see if Hookshot Cave, or at least the first chest to Hookshot Cave, may have something. Although Vortex is probably just going to hover the rest.
True. Are we gonna get a hover check here from Vortex? We'll see. Oh, Bombos. We got that. We just don't have a sword. Oh! Oh, yeah, that happens. And we're gonna get a hover try here, folks. Halfway. Ooh, we're getting attempt number 2.
Nope.
And we're getting an attempt number 3. I bet if they went and got that bug net, they'd be able to hover this easy. Oh, there we go. Attempt number 3. For a shield. The most evil item in the game.
And now for attempt number 3.1 to get this one chest.
Okay, are we going attempt 4? We are. We are. We're just...
I think you kind of have to. Because, I mean, you just leave this one thing behind, you're never going to get it.
Okay, Scupula is also in Hookshot Cave. And...
Okay, we're going to just leave it behind.
We're gone. And just like that, Scupula and Vortex of Doom are giving each other a high five there. Alright, where are we going? We're going to Mire area. And of course, with those boots, we can now be Desert Palace.
That looked to be Ether.
I believe so. So we'll have immediate access upon finding a sword. Not there.
I was secretly hoping for a sword to be there.
Right? For progression to be in Turtle Rock after finding, like, Samaria. in like desert or something. And looks like Scupula is also electing to go to the Mire area and probably finish off desert as well. Probably only about a minute difference between these two runners right now.
Vortex forgot that he doesn't have the big key.
Well, first Vortex forgets that he doesn't have the small key for right side, just completing the triangle, forgetting they don't have the big key. That's okay. I don't think we've seen a checkerboard check yet, so we'll see if Scupula does that before heading into desert. We will.
Alright, and this is going to be the small key here.
Is checkerboard our answer? No.
Where is this darn progression?
At this point, if it's not desert, it's gotta be like pod, catfish, pyramid.
Yeah, it'll be in the pod route.
Okay, well, the last two checks of this dungeon are going to be items. First up, we have not progression.
First up, we just have love.
That's all the seed's given, just a little piece of love at a time.
Someone in chat speculating Saha's closet might have the swords. We already checked Saha's closet.
Did we?
I think we did.
I'm not sure any of our runners have been over there yet, actually. I think Eastern...
did they? I might be thinking of something else. If we didn't, then yeah, that's possible. Which
Eastern...
if that's the case, that'd be really fun. Oh, yeah, there's someone saying we did.
Did we? Okay. Well, still, at least these runners will have the opportunity to check out Pod, Mirror, and check out Eastern if they want to.
Yeah. Although, we don't really want to go into either of those dungeons, because we'd really like a boat, and we'd also really like to not go into Pod, even though it's got 5 items, because it's a pendant.
Okay, so here we are 40 minutes into the sea. Let's do a quick check here. We need flippers, we need hookshot, we need Samaria, we need a bow, we need 2 swords. Is that all we need? I mean, Ice Palace is the thing right now too. I didn't think about that. They could sequence break there at least.
And it's not in desert.
Okay, so progression-wise, you're looking at Eastern, or Pod, or Catfish, or Pyramid, or maybe you can just sequence break ice and get something out of there that aren't flippers. I don't know. Hey, Vortex, what are you doing, my friend? Oh, that's right. Gotta check that checkerboard check. You think they're gonna flute to 5?
Ben Crane in chat asking that if all swords be in GT. That would require for not only Skull to be a pendant, but also for Mire and TR to be a pendant as well.
Yeah, those require swords to actually open. So 3 swords can be in GT, but not all 4. Okay, looks like we're getting the Skullweds check from Vortex of Doom, including the I don't think we've checked back of Skull check. Possibly. And Scupula maybe fluting over to 5? Oh, Agina, that person. Scupula just hugging a cactus a couple of times. That's okay.
And Vortex is giving us the item dash trick for the bomb jumps. Where you just do an item dash, and then you stop, get put on the exact right pixel.
Yep, a little bit of flash going on there. Well done. All right, Scoopula, where are you going? 5. Yep, there it is. I'm not psychic, we just have nothing else to do.
So do I my exercise you need to be? Well, you can't be like super early, but yeah, you also can't be super late. But yeah, like you generally need to stop when you start, when like there's a slipping animation that plays, and you need to stop when that happens.
You've got a bit of a window. Commonly used with the hammer. Sometimes with a fire or ice rod, but you use magic to do that, so not super common. Okay, first up, Scupula is giving us the Palace of Darkness check. And Vortex getting that news about the money on the ledge there, so Vortex possibly following Scupula into pod.
He's gonna check Lumberjack first.
Still not in logic without the sword, but not a bad check.
Yeah, we already knew this was nothing.
Yeah. Is Scupula setting up a death warp? They do know that they have a fairy, right?
They also have a mirror.
That's true. That too. Alright, well, we're not both locked out of pod, so that's something. Looks like Vortex will be giving us the check on Graveyard Ledge, another thing we have not checked, plus Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb. So these could certainly be progression too. And just like the rest of the seed so far, little piece of love.
Yeah, I think we already saw that on Scupula's side.
Okay, big key chest in pod. Small key. I wonder if Scupula will go for some mimic clipping. I know that do we have a potion?
You can mimic clip with a fairy.
Can?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just really hard to do that.
Oh, we found a hookshot in Graveyard Ledge. Does that do anything for us? That gives us one more check in Hookshot Cave, and that's it.
Alright. So Scupula just took a death, and he's gonna use this fairy now to activate Potion Camera Unlock.
I have never done that before. But it makes sense. Oh, and a sword at Graveyard! Oh my gosh. At the King's Tomb, I should say.
So, I thought for some reason there was an application where it does. Okay, we're just gonna do normal mimic clip then.
I just learned how to do this recently. It's not as hard as I thought it would. As hard as I thought it would be, I should say. Let's see. So
yeah, okay. And Vortex is gonna current jump.
So we got our first sword at King's Tomb. We got our hookshot at Graveyard Ledge. Do you suppose the next play is Meyer without the cane?
Ooh, we got Quick Fish.
Yeah, that little bonk set up. Good to do. And no. Oh, the mimic jumps out.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. And there's the Cane of Samaria.
Okay, Meyer's got to be the next play, I think, but holy cow, you're going in there with fighter sword? No bow? Yay, a seed! Alright, so your troll item is winning, or has won, basically, out of everything with everything we've guessed, I guess.
Well, we still have yet to find flippers. But, I mean, there's not very many places where flippers could be that isn't, like, extremely out of the way.
True. Wait, have we even checked Hookshot Cave on Scupula's side? I can't even remember. I don't think so. $20. Alright, so Scupula going back up to Death Mountain. Yeah, it looks like Vortex has set up Water Walk. Maybe gonna get that Waterfall Fairy, come back and check Hobo. Can't find flippers back here, but maybe a bow. Another sword. Free blue potion.
The blue pot is nice.
Step in the room twice to swallow you. Poor Vortex. Okay, Vortex electing to go ahead and take that sword and everything else go into a Sequence Broken Ice Palace.
This is not in logic, so this is an interesting play.
I think Scupula had a small key. I wonder why they left Pod. Maybe Scupula realized something that I missed about logic there.
We'll see here. How many small keys did we find in Pod?
At the very least 2. I want to say, no, 3, I think. Because I think he found the initial one with the first check, found another one on the bridge chest, found another one behind Big Key chest. So I want to say that Scupula had another key to go to the back.
Yeah, so that means that there is at least a small key. There's at least one small key on the right side.
That's true. 6 smalls do lock at the back of the dungeon, so maybe that's what Scupula's going for. So I guess maybe they were thinking their bow locked out logically. Meanwhile, Vortex of Doom pulling off a pretty darn quick icebreaker and taking the back route through Ice Palace.
Ooh, that was a nice stair clip.
Yeah, that's a tough stair clip. I've only pulled it off a couple of times, and half the time when I try it, I just end up flipping in and getting hurt.
I have succeeded at it exactly 0 times.
I did it once by accident when I was just going in the room going, I think you do it about this way, got it, and I was like, oh, this is easy, and I don't think I've done it since. Okay, so we're getting a purple chest turn in from Scupula. We have not seen the blacksmith chain, and so far coming up empty.
And welcome in our 140 raiders from Speed Gaming 5. This is the Link to the Past Randomizer daily race. This is the open weekly, which we have every Sunday at 5:30 EST. You may notice this is not vanilla Link to the Past music. Recently, we have allowed the usage of MSU1 to be used on restreams. So, yeah, on Vortex of Doom's side, we have Metroid Prime, and on Scupula's side, we have Wario Land.
Two good MSUs. We're periodically just switching back and forth between the runner's audio. And so far, Scupula is about to pick up their 2 progression items, the Hookshot and a sword. at both King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge, and new checks from Vortex of Doom and Ice Palace. Okay, impressive fight. Well done. Taking out Cold Stare with ease. Who needs a sword?
Looks like we found nothing.
Yeah, Ice Palace was empty other than the crystal. And logically, we broke that because we still don't have flippers either. So, Mire or Turtle Rock seem to be the play. Okay, so Vortex elects to take that and go into Mire, but the big question, do we get a bird toss? Or a bird crush? Or just bringing the bird into the dungeon?
I say we do get that. No, he's not even gonna do either.
Chat, we just got denied. Scupula trying to pull off Kern Jump, but unfortunately, Hinox says no.
Yeah, there's a certain timing aspect you gotta do to it that most people, they tend to line up at the corner of the tree, and that's when they start to place the bomb, and then they walk forward and walk a little bit up.
Yeah, I think it's further to the left. I think that bomb isn't going off quite as quickly. There we go.
You got it.
Practically first try. Well done.
Can we get some speed first tries in here?
Okay, so Vortex is in Mire, giving us some new checks here. Scupula, I think Catfish had hand, didn't it?
Yep. So Vortex did do Kern Jump earlier. And only to discover that we are bow locked out of pod.
Logically, I think we could still technically go to the back if we really want to.
Yeah, we could.
But I think Scupula elected to go ahead and abandon ship. So we'll see if Scupula decides to take this cane and go into... wait, where was Cane? Oh, it was Zora. Was it?
Yep, so Mario was on Zora.
That's right. I thought it was on Grumpy Fish, not Zora. Okay. And a little piece of love from left side of Mire, so...
Where is this progression?
Oh, lordy. Alright, maybe a Mire still? Maybe?
Let's see. What do we even have left?
Turtle Rock. Now that we've got a sword. Pretty sure Turtle Rock is it, I want to say.
Yeah, I think it's just this and TR, yeah.
Alright, so Vortex must have gotten both items out of here because took that big key and just walked north instead of getting the big chest, so must have gotten both items out of Hera.
I know he got at least one. I don't know if he got the other.
Oh, that's true. We still got the rest of pod to look at. Eastern, TR.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, chat.
Yeah, Counterfeit's also bringing up another point. We do have Mothula.
Oh, that's right. Sword. I keep forgetting we have one. Now Scupula buying some potions, now down to $25. And Vortex of Doom running out of magic, not able to get spooky action through. Looks like Scupula is following in suit into Mire, though. But do we get the bird toss from Scupula? No.
No.
Scupula, you could have won our hearts with that toss.
Oh. Oh wait,
Oh.
no. Vortex is a fairy. I think we're fine.
Yeah, Vortex got that fairy from a while ago. Plus, I think Vortex did pick up that blue potion from doing the sequence broken waterfall fairy.
This is a fight that I really hate doing right here. Hammer Vitreous. This is a fight that I think everyone hates doing.
It is no fun. Especially at the end with the eye coming towards you, you're like, oh crud, that thing can still hit me for 2 or 3 hearts with Blue Bale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, does take down all the small eyes, so just got final part here.
Oh.
Okay, so there's the other item in... Okay, well done. By Vortex of Doom, Vitreous goes down and picks up his 5th crystal. But Scupula did pick up a full heart and going to pick up a little piece of Love Admire as well, so those are both the items.
So it looks like TR is probably our answer. We could do Green Pendant right now. But I mean, what do you go for? Do you go for a quick clear of a pendant dungeon, or do we go for density?
That's a tough question. I think if you're Scupula, you would probably go for density and go for Hookshot Cave and Turtle Rock. I think Vortex of Doom is going for Turtle Rock in that last check and Hookshot Cave. That he didn't hover to earlier, but in Vortex's case, that's tough because you've already checked most of Hookshot Cave, and so Turtle Rock is the last of what you can do up there. Oh, but at this point, I think if Eastern's your progression, you're pretty much committed to not checking it until last location, so it makes sense for what Vortex is doing as well. I didn't see Scupula kick up any dirt, so I don't know if he's set up for spooky action.
Spooky.
Ah. And last check, Hookshot Cave, $50.
Okay, so nothing too punishing. That would have been pretty sad if that was actually progression.
Oh, if it was your bow, that just feels bad, but still. Getting 3 out of 4 checks in Hookshot Cave without a hookshot, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Hey, is Scupula about to test their luck at Fighter Sword Vitreous? We'll see how he does. He's going with bomb strats to open up. Not bad.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
But taking 2 quick eye hugs and lightning, so unfortunately.
So he's hammering up, which that tends to be a lot of downfall for most people.
So we did find flippers and Turtle Rock. So if you're in Vortex's shoes, do you abandon ship and go to Swamp, or do you continue?
Yeah, Burna is not going to work well if you are on Fighter Sword.
You can't do any damage and won't allow you to charge up or anything. So unfortunately, Burn It
Yeah.
can be used as an emergency tactic to, say, go invisible or invincible if you know you're going to get hit by something. But otherwise, unfortunately, Burn is not of much help here. All right, so Vortex is electing to go ahead and go deeper into Turtle Rock. I can't blame him. I mean, there are only so many spots that Ice Rod can currently be too. So if Ice Rod is here, you can full clear.
I mean, Ice Rod can technically be anywhere in the game, but we hope it's in GT.
That's true. If it isn't GT, obviously, then Trinex is probably not a thing. Okay, so Scupula pulling off those fighter sword spins.
He's actually doing a pretty decent job.
And Vortex finding a map in the big key chest, and or in the lava chest, it basically is in Turtle Rock.
Oh, we found flippers in TR. We forgot to mention that.
It's all good.
So that's Swamp Palace.
Yeah, flippers were on right side in the front of TR. So Vortex could have went ahead and mirrored right out and gone straight for Swamp if he chose to do so, but he's electing to go ahead and dig deeper. I can't blame him. Don't want to come in here twice if you can prevent it.
Scupula, please. Please don't die here.
Does he have a fairy still?
Nope. Nope, he used it in pod.
Oh, that's right. And nobody's picked up that bug net.
Yep. So we are in... Oh, he gets it. So we're in sword and bow mode.
And Vortex picks up a full heart piece or heart container from Mimic Cave, so not too helpful there.
Hey, we're bow for go mode.
Bow mode. You win.
Well, just because we're bow for go mode doesn't necessarily mean that the bow is going to be a troll.
Oh, it's already a troll. Opportunities go into both.
Just bow, if it is bow, if it is French vanilla bow, and then the other bow is in GT, then yeah, I will qualify that as a troll.
Fair enough. Whoops.
Let's try that again.
Yeah, but it does look like Scupula is taking that Samaria and sword and going right up to Turtle Rock. We'll see if Scupula elects to keep on going after finding those flippers or abandoning ship.
I mean, yeah, he could find a sword in, Oh, well, there's the ice rod. How funny! Vanilla ice rod, quote-unquote, on Laser Bridge. How original.
And there is an item on Trinex, so I think Vortex is going to be seeing that very soon. I mean, if you're already at Laser Bridge, you're committed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't see why you don't do this right now.
Well, the obvious next play for Vortex is Swamp. I wonder if Scupula will go to Ice or Swamp.
It's like we're getting a combination of hammer and sword strats from Vortex.
Good fight. Gotta be careful, but does have a...
and the ice head's trolling.
Oh, gonna have to watch out for one more head swipe. Okay, so Scupula is about to get his flippers. We'll see if he leaves or stays.
Yeah, so we actually have Master Sword. But Fire Sword Trinex is also gross. But in the randomizer's case, Fire Sword Trinex would only be something that's possible in entrance, and in that case, the game expects you to spam the rods, so it makes sure that you have enough magic bars to do that. And Vortex already knows that Ped is dead, so he is not going to pick up the pendant.
So technically did not need to stay after the flippers because you're gonna find a sword somewhere else, but could get rewarded by having tempered instead. Looks like Scoopula is gonna go ahead and dig deeper as well. Or they're not.
Scooby is thinking. I don't see why you don't keep digging. I mean, like, it's the right thing to do to leave, but you're not gonna leave this many items behind. Not and also, I mean, there's a sword as well, but like Scoopula doesn't know that.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong move to go with here. It's, I guess, as long as another sword is on your way, say in Swamp Palace, because you know the saying, there's always a sword in Swamp, then you're in good shape either way, but it's hard. I'm the kind of person that kind of, if you get that next progression item at the beginning of a pendant dungeon, you're just gone.
Yeah. Unless it's like, well, yeah, if it's like any pendant dungeon except for like a really quick one. Like if it's desert, I will clear it.
I'll do at least the front of desert, but anything in the back, that still is about a 2.5 to 3 minute commitment. So if you find one of your 2 items in the front and it's progression, there's no issue heading on out after that point, I think. But it's also could be the wrong call. Hard to say. All right, so we're looking for a bow for go mode at this point. There's only so many places it could be. As Jaxie was saying, the most trolly place probably to find it would be Big Chest Eastern, but really anywhere in Eastern would be pretty trolly at this point. Oh, you know, one of those 2 bows is just going to be in GT at this point.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was Sankheart. I did not notice that on Vortex's trip.
Vortex is going right to the back. This makes sense.
Yeah, just
go mode.
Yeah, exactly. Just looking for a bow at this point. And besides, if you go to the back, you get a big key, and if there's still 2 items, you can come right back in.
Red mail. And now Pikachu has evolved into Raichu.
Red mail, what, 17 hearts, 16 hearts at this point? So defensively, you're looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get a Argus fight coming up from Vortex, and we get a decision coming up from Scubula. And at this point, Scubula says, ah, crap.
Yep, sees the ice rod, and he's just like, oh, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and kill Trinex. Or
are we? He's thinking. He's thinking.
oh, he's thinking hard.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, I think he's doing it. Yep.
This is he's either saving a portal or no, he's heading out. All right.
No, he's leaving. Wow.
Okay, Scoopilla, you made the right call. I know your brain is really questioning that right now, but you're good. All right, Scoopilla does have a ice palace to take care of. Not going to find much in there besides the crystal. And meanwhile, Vortex of Doom does take out Argus, and
he's leaving.
And he's leaving.
Okay.
So
that's a little scary. I wouldn't. How many items do we still have left in Swamp? Anyway, we have at least one, I think.
I didn't see big chests taken, so I gotta well, I don't know. I mean, this gamble could pay off in the end. That's about a 2-minute time save, but it could also be a whoopsie to be determined. And meanwhile, Vortex of Doom has taken the Red Bomb on a world tour. And by world tour, I just meant he was taking it to see the hobo. Hobo's like, what are you doing with that?
Please do not blow me up.
And it got down to 1 before Scoopula picked it up, or not, before Vortex picked it up. So that bomb was close to exploding.
Ooh, and Vortex gets screwed by RNG.
That darn skull. Well, it looks like we're also getting a pyramid check for blueberries.
Okay, Pyramid Fairy, what do we have? Big 20 and a fire shield.
Yay!
Oh my god, is this bow actually an Eastern?
At this point, statistically, or back of skull. And we're going to skull.
Yep. Yeah, you would absolutely do skull before you do Eastern. Oh yeah, bow could also be in Swamp because of left side. Because yeah, it could absolutely be left side Swamp, which that would be very risky to do.
Well, the good news is Vortex will not have a heck of a lot to do, but Vortex has not, I think, done Blacksmith Chain, which seems to be what they're doing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Smith Chain too. Wow. But
so it'll be interesting if Scoopula goes into Swamp and does left side and it has the bow. Yeah. Anyway, to be determined. Oh, lots of people leave left side Swamp. It's fine. Unless it's not. That's all you can say about Skull. It's fine until it's not. Okay, Scoopula likely heading to Swamp as soon as this ice is done.
Yeah, people who like to gamble, I guess.
And more often than not, it pays off. But occasionally, it doesn't.
how many, chat asking how many items Vortex leaves behind unless it's on. Assumably at least one, maybe two. Probably not three. If he left behind three, he would go back in. There's no reason he wouldn't.
I think it's only 2 maximum because of the big chest.
Yeah.
I didn't see what dropped off Argus, so if that was a big key, it could be 3, but I think if it was, that Vortex is much more likely to go in for 3 over 1 or 2.
Yeah. Oh, Vortex hasn't done this yet, but I think we knew this was just a key or something. Oh, hey, nice. It's a mirror shield.
Well, we're gonna get a back of skull check, though.
Yeah. So that, yeah, but the thing is that we're only killing Moss Dealer for Green Penny, because I think that was the second item.
I think it was. I think the other one was like a heart piece or something like that.
Yep. Which that means that confirms that bridge chest right there is a key.
Well, Vortex is going to be able to route in Saha with the eastern area, so... And Vortex hasn't even checked Pod yet, so for all they know, he's got a bow waiting somewhere in that area. And here's the moment of truth for Scupula. If Bo is left side or from, say, Big Key from left side, then Scupula is in good shape.
Can't stop Bird asking in chat if we've peeked in if we've peeked at the Eastern Palace. We have not, and it's gonna be a last location for Vortex.
We did see
Also probably
Scupula. Yeah, we did see Scupula go into Pod, but he elected to go ahead and leave. Pretty quickly. Probably realizing that the dungeon logically would be bow block due to the small key on the right side.
Down goes Mossula. Okay. Oh, never mind. That wasn't the second item, apparently. Hey, we have a fetch quest.
We have 2 fetch quests, basically. We have Green Pendant and we have Powder. Fortunately, Powder is a quick loot away, and pretty much so is Saha. And Vortex, where do you go first? Survey says Magic Bat.
Yeah, this is a quick check. You've already done Smith Chain too, so you might as well just do it now.
Okay, Scupula, what are you doing? What you gonna do after this south check? Okay, that map was in the south area, so there is 1 guaranteed item on left side.
It wasn't Magic Bat.
Okay, so Scupula is going to left side swamp.
Okay, yeah, so if Bo is on left side swamp, this could actually be pretty huge.
I think it'd be last location for Vortex. We're talking fully going to Eastern, do everything you can. Fully going to Pod, do everything you can. And if there is a Bo left side swamp, there could still be a second one in Eastern or Pod, so we just don't know. Alright, Scupula pulling off Diver down with Grace. Well done. And no, not Green Pendant. And neither runner had checked Saha, so I never remembered seeing anybody go there until a little bit ago. That's interesting.
Yep. Alright, so it does look like... Okay, so we have a bottle on left side.
Okay, what do we got?
Do we have a bow on here? Nope, it's the big key, so there were 2 items.
To be determined.
Yes, we will get back to you and whether or not Scupula's left side spawn play was worth it, as we go and see Vortex is going to finally enter pod.
And I don't think Vortex will be leaving for anything, so we'll see what happens. There are still a lot of items in the back.
Oh my god, it was one item. Wow. Yeah, okay, so...
Vortex made the right call.
Is it actually? Yeah, Vortex did make the right call. So yeah, I think it is actually Boas in Eastern Palace.
Eastern or Pod, depends. This will actually tell us really about Pod's logic, right? I mean, if Bo is in the back of Pod, that means it was not locked behind 6 Pod Smalls. But if Bo's in Eastern Palace, then you definitely win the troll guessing game. In fact, I'm pretty sure you already do. Because we are an hour and 23 and a half minutes, and we're not in go mode on either side.
Oh, getting trolled by the mini Helmosaur.
$50 out of the back. $300 out of the back. Eee.
Okay. We got no key, so that means that... That means that Hellway should be a key, yeah.
Okay, moment of truth. Did Scupula make the right call leaving Pod before checking the back? Because right now they are both in the same boat until one of them finds a bow. Oh, Bombo's tablet. We never saw that.
Yeah, I think we did.
Did we?
There's
There
the
it is.
bow.
There it is. And at 124.55, Vortex of Doom is in go mode. I'd call that a troll location.
Yeah.
When you find your requirement to beat the dungeon in the dungeon you're in, that's technically close enough. Alright, Vortex of Doom's gonna be going on through Eastern Palace as soon as he finds that big key. That's all she wrote for this dungeon.
I'm gonna laugh if it turns out that there's also a bow in here.
That would be amazing. But unless there's a bow available in Eastern, that means that Pod was not bow locked. I think Key Sanity is more where it's locked that way. But if the dungeon is arranged in such a way that you cannot misuse the keys, then you're fine.
So the non-progressive bows, that is part of the tournament hard settings. That's the tournament hard settings. We just use the regular progressive bows that have always been part of the randomizer for a pretty long time.
Looks like Vortex is checking a little bit extra, hoping for a sword or silvers. Frankly, finding silvers in this dungeon would be just as bad, honestly.
Yeah, start of V31. Which, when you do think about V31, when that got released, that's been a pretty long time.
It has been. There have been a couple of subtle updates here and there, but no full-on versions for a bit. Okay, so Scoopula electing to do what Vortex did and clearing out the back of Skull, using that as an excuse to go back to the Eastern Pod area. Meanwhile, Vortex of Doom is fighting Armos Knights and
we're getting swag strats.
doing it in style. All right, well, Vortex is about to pick up his 7th crystal. I think it's about time we play a little game. What do you think?
Tell me more.
Well, chat, there's a big key guessing game that we need to do. There are 22 locations in GT where the big key could be. Go ahead and put a number in chat between 1 to 22. What do you tend to go with?
I'm going to go with 21, which is my usual guess.
That's pretty high up. I think I'm going to go with a low location today. Honor one of my buddies who tends to guess it. I'm going to go with a 7 today. All right, so we'll see. We've got all sorts of numbers in chat, though.
Yep. Whoever gets the closest gets a free shout out.
Still a few seconds to get that guess in. The game does officially close when Vortex does enter GT. So you probably have a good 30, 45 seconds. Okay, and closed.
All right. So Vortex is going to start by going right.
Pretty standard route, good way to go. We'll see if he continues right with a small or goes back left.
Yep, looks like he's going to be doing partial right.
So
going all the way to Compass Room, and then he's probably going to mirror and just go full left.
Yeah, over 2 so far, chat. So anybody who guessed 1 or 2, I'm sorry.
The secret troll of this seed is going to be that GT Big Key is going to be 22.
Oh, lordy. Okay, going with some swag strats for the switch there. Well done, Vortex. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, tempered. Good find. And 6. So over 6. Oh. There's that mandatory sword in GT, though.
All right, coming up is the torch. This will be number 7, and we've got just a big 20, so... Eight, 9, 10. Wow, 2 swords.
Oh,
and
gosh. 11. All right, well, I don't think Vortex is looking for silvers anymore, but we'll see if GT gives it to him.
They're probably in GT.
Check number 12 coming up. And we got the Dead Rock Killer. And meanwhile, Scoopula is checking out the waterfall here, getting rewarded with a couple of blue potions. All right, 13 through 17 in Rando Room, or I should say 13 at this chest, 14 through 17 in Rando Room. And money. compass. Antioxidants, antioxidants, and the third bottle.
I think, yeah, that. Yep, that's Vortex's third bottle. That'll be Scupula's fourth, though. I don't know where the third bottle was.
I cannot remember.
Hopefully our tracker remembers that.
All right.
Oh yeah, left side swamp, right?
Oh right, through the big key. Oh wait, or was it directly left side swamp?
It was directly left side swamp. It was the compass chest.
Okay, we have a 25% chance at tile room.
All right, so we are at check number 18. Or sorry, 19, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 19, 20, 21 coming up.
It's vanilla.
Okay, 19. What do we got? Let's scroll up here a little bit. Looks like the first one to guess 19 is the Aluran. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, but you win the GT guessing game. Well done.
Congratulations. Your prize is you get free rando seeds for life.
Absolutely, via ALTTP. Vortex about to show us how it's done with the GT climb so far. Good first couple of mimic rooms. We'll see how the climb goes.
Yep.
Okay.
At this point, all Vortex cares about is execution.
So Scupula, of note, did elect to go ahead and go into Eastern Palace before going back into Pod.
We'll see if maybe the second bow is in Eastern.
Good job with this climb so far from Vortex. Suddenly jumping up from Master Sword to Butter within just a minute or two of entering GT.
Ooh. Get some bad luck with the fire rod shots.
There was the other bow in Eastern!
Wow. Wow! Okay,
So-
so I'm apparently a prophet.
Technically, that bow in the back of Pod may be 6 locked. We don't know.
Okay, yeah, so...
Actually, technically, the small key that he had could have been misused and gone to the back. So, yeah, I think that other bow is 6 small key locks. So, that is your first logical bow that Scupula just found.
That's funny.
Yeah, but he was not happy about that fine, though, doing those slashes. So, you basically win twice in this seed. Your bow just destroyed everybody, I think.
I would like to note that I was not being serious when I made that guess. I did not think that the bow was actually going to be a troll this scene.
And here's the thing, you could have gone into Eastern very early, like beginning of the game, gotten it, beaten it, and then eventually gone into Pod looking for flippers and found your silvers pretty easily. And validated with a map. Congratulations, you now know where GT is. Who rolled this seed? Let's see.
I think
Oh, Propius did. Okay.
that would probably be the setup helper.
Well done, Propius. The real MVP. The roller of the seed.
Hey, at least I wasn't the one that rolled it.
True, but you did have the troll guess, so well played.
Yeah, apparently, even without rolling seeds, apparently my general presence just means that they're immediately going to be horrible. But anyway, that's the end of Aga 2 for Vortex. So now up is the big pig, Ganon.
Just a quick reminder before the Ganon fight, don't forget to follow these two runners, Vortex of Doom and Scupula, both being nice enough to volunteer for restream today. And we also, of course, have my co-con Jaxie and our tracker, Professor Render, so she's them all a follow as well. And
So how do you
Ganon,
like me now?
Ganon's just looking for a little piece of love as well. My gosh. My goodness. He just had to go to like one of 800 locations in the sea to find some little pieces of love just hiding around. Alright, Scupula enters GT at 1:39:07. Oh, we hope for a GT or we hope for a Triforce message like that.
Did you find the arrows in Eastern Palace?
I wonder if Vortex read that. I mean, if they did, they checked every chest so they know exactly which one it would be in.
Yep, and then Scupula is gonna read it, and he's gonna say, "Did you find the arrows in Pod?"
And he's gonna hate it because he could have sequence broken that super early.
Yeah, no one's gonna be happy.
Oh wow, Vortex. My gosh. Not much room there.
I mean, Vortex has the execution. Like,
True.
he's doing very well. And down is Ganon.
That's Ganon. Get your GGs in chat for Vortex of Doom. You go ahead and read that race time. You got this.
Sure thing. So Vortex finishes first place on our restream and fourth place overall with a racetime.gg time of 1 hours, 40 minutes, and 31 seconds.
Well done. That was an interesting seed for sure.
And we're joined by Vortex of Doom. Vortex GG's.
GG.
So, how'd you like the bow?
I put off. I wanted to do pod right after Pyramid Fairy for efficiency, and since I hadn't been to Saha yet. But
Did you read Ganon's message about the other bow?
I sure did. Yeah, which like that would have been faster, but only just. But I was always gonna go into pod first, I think, just because, like, obviously you don't have to finish pod. But yeah, I don't know. I opened everything on the climb and stuff, like, since I almost last located the big key anyway. The chances of silvers, like, it was so high to be upstairs. But yeah, I'm curious as to what other people skipped finishing before me, because I don't, like, you definitely do an awful lot this seed, whether you pick wrong or are trying to avoid stuff. Like, you're gonna either do some wrong stuff before the bow or the flippers, or both in my case. But
Yeah, true. Flippers could have been go mode, but you would have had to have dipped pod or Eastern pretty early.
well, they can't have actually been go mode because there were no swords before that, so You'd have
Oh,
to
that-
bank on GT, which it would have paid off, but that's
true.
one reason I didn't feel bad for a while about the TR play, because I got a sword out of it, and as long as there weren't 2 free ones before the GT big key, which there were, I'd feel totally okay about finishing, but
It seemed
overall,
like. Go ahead.
pretty happy with a lot of the efficiency focused plays I made. Like I started hype after getting the flute, just in case I got mirror, and then I did, and that worked out pretty well. So
It did. It was just kind of. It was really weird watching the progression of this seed because after getting Dark World, getting that mirror, it took a while to go up to what was it, Hookshot, and finally a sword out of the Northern Dark World part. But unless you make that play super early, you just end up doing a lot of other stuff because it's all open to you.
yeah,
So I definitely can't blame anything. I mean, there's only what a 4-minute difference between you and first place, so really a couple of small calls would have made the difference.
yeah. I think like Smith Chain and Skullwoods, either dip, honestly. Like I did the whole front of Skullwoods for actually nothing. I found out an item was on Moth because of it, but at that point I was just kind of running out of stuff. I didn't want to go further back, even to Big Key Chest, just because like I really wanted a sword first, and if there was one there, that would have burned pretty hard. But yeah, I don't know. I don't feel too bad about anything I did prior to Swamp, or even Swamp, like Pyramid Fairy, I guess.
Definitely not. I mean, 140 is a good time, especially with as much as you had to clear. Routing and efficiency-wise, you did a really good job.
Yeah. it was just a real shame about the bow places. We jokingly posed a question of what would be the troll of the seed, and I guess I kind of won.
2 bows
Yeah,
and bow required dungeons, yeah. Sorry.
I mean, it's not. I don't know. Like I think the way to jet this seed is to like YOLO pod early, because at that point, like, you can't really get caught up on anything for too terribly long.
Oh yeah.
And Scoopula did elect to go ahead and do pod pretty early, but left after not getting Mimic Clip because he knew that the back would have been bow locked anyway. But obviously would have gotten rewarded.
Oh, so was the big key chest an item?
No, the big key chest was a key.
Okay.
I think right side had. Right side had something.
Right side had something that wasn't a small key, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was only the 6 key chests that were locked, but
Yeah, but the
I guess
bow
I
was
didn't
in,
actually know that for sure until just now, because I didn't open the big key chest, because I didn't want to risk getting locked out, because like if it's a bow locked bow, like whatever. I was just going to all the things that could potentially not be bow locked.
That's kind of why I was curious about Scupula's decision to leave, is because he did get a small key out of the big key chest, so he could have gone further and not misused keys, gotten that bow, and pretty much been good to go. But I guess just knowing that one of the 2 bows couldn't be there kind of pushed him out.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and I mean, if you make that play early, that's a lot more likely. But I don't know, unless you're bow for go, I would probably continue. But like, it could have even been a sword or something that was, missable if you had bow go.
Exactly. I mean, at the point he went, I think he was still flippers. Didn't have any swords, I think. Yeah, didn't have any swords at that time. So it didn't have a hook shot, so still plenty of items to look for, even if you know one of the bows can't be there. But yeah, it's just gonna have to ask him about that for sure. But otherwise, what'd you think of the seat overall?
I mean, pretty friendly. I felt a little bad about when I got the boosts, given the things I did, but also, like, I didn't really want to go walk up the mountain with clearable dungeons. I felt bad about the desert dip, too. Especially getting mitts and then boots.
Oh, another question from our tracker. What do you think about using MSUs, too, on Restream?
It's cool. I haven't actually used this one in a while, the Metroid Prime one, which I really like it. But yeah, I definitely will be doing it a little more often. So, yeah.
Definitely going to be interesting hearing very little Link to the Past actual sound, or music, I should say, anymore on the speed gaming streams.
Yeah, but I mean, we're probably gonna hear, there's still a lot of people that do still prefer not using MSU.
True.
Which, I mean, those people, I got respect for.
Ooh, good triple. I think that was a triple from Scubulus. I think he's at
That might actually
4.
been a double.
Okay, finishes off Aga 2. Well done. Here we go with a Ganon fight.
Should be a quick one.
Scubula's gonna get that bad news about that other bow, though. One thing I didn't notice, Scubula's up to 19 hearts.
Yep, that's pretty healthy. Ooh, does not get the torch glitch. That's gonna be a little bit concerning.
I think he's got a couple of blue potions from that waterfall fairy, so I think he's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he does. But he can get doubles.
Thankfully, Butter Sword.
Yeah, thankfully Butter Sword.
Okay. Ooh, barely avoided that fire bat. He still has another 4 or 5 hits at this point, maybe. No, maybe 2 or 3. Or 1. Alright. Good job, Scubula. Get your GGs in chat.
Alright. Just needs to cross the bridge. Scupula. 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 Please.
Probably looking for those silvers, I think.
Okay, Scupula finishes Second place on Restream, 7th place overall with a race time.gg time of 1:52:33. So get your GGs in chat.
GG's to Scoopula, well done. Okay, we'll see if he elects to join us for an interview in a moment as well. Here we go. Hello and GG to you, Scoopula.
Hello again, Lana.
Long time no chat.
Nope, not at all.
Uh,
I can't wait to hear this.
so, what were your thoughts on Seed?
So, who else got that bow?
I didn't get that one. I got the odd one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, screwed up the fairy thing. Screwed up the.
I didn't go right side at all though. I took the key from the bridge and just went straight to the back.
Yeah, like the smart people do.
Because it was. It could have been bow locked, could have not been, but like I just kind of wanted to cover my bases. Pod Eastern was my last location other than left side swamp. Like I finished TR, finished Moth, finished. Basically did everything, but.
Yeah, well, I hung myself up in TR because, Ice Rod, and I'm like, well, do I finish it? So then what I did was did pod figure, or not pod, ped, one of those P words. Then I realized I miscounted. So I'm like, yep, that's probably where it is. Could have been. Like, I didn't do Trinex, I just did everything else.
Oh, sure.
So, I mean,
Yeah, I thought about leaving with the flippers. And ironically, if I'd left with the flippers, I probably would have been a little more aggressive with Pod Eastern, because, like, going back to TR just seems so bad there. And lots of people would choose, like, Skull over TR, or maybe Smith Chain before bowless pendants and stuff. But I don't know. Like, I continued, and I felt pretty good about the sword until we got 2 free ones before the GT Big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on this thing, I have nothing. Just Trinex and Pod. So
I have left side swamp and the Eastern Big Key Chest. Well, and Pod Big, I guess. It was bottom of Dark Maze, and I didn't continue past that. But
You ended up both doing one thing the other runner didn't. Scoopula did left side swamp, rewarded with a bottle, I think. And Vortex did finish up TR, got rewarded with a big 20 and a quick save and quit before picking up that pendant.
yeah, so we don't actually know the logic on that pod bow, then, do we?
I think the Eastern Bow has to be the first one. I think it, because the 4 key chests weren't bow locked.
I want to say that you could misuse the keys in Pod to get to the back, or to get to the right side. What was it?
Yeah, you could.
So I think you could lock yourself out of the Dark Maze if you misuse your keys. So theoretically, it would be 6 key locked. I would think it would be bow locked.
Yeah, there's only 1 key right side, but I think you can have the first bow there, but it's kind of irrelevant since the other one was in logic.
Yeah, very true.
So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm still gonna say, hopefully, the progressive thing dies like it's been doing lately with the tournaments and everything.
Yeah, I think non-progressive bows finish a minute later, because I would have opened Pod Big Chest. Like I guess it probably comes out in the wash if the bow I found was the silvers, and then I had to go get the other one out of Eastern Big Key. I just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, after all that, I like to think that that's the right one. But on the other hand, I mean, let's put it this way: 1,200 seeds of this or SMZ3. 3 bows in Eastern 2 this week. So,
Oh,
so
lordy.
that's why I don't go there. And I'm going to start going there, and it's never going to be there again. You know, that's how it goes.
Wait,
I'm
so
not
it
going to
is.
change anything about my decision making from this seed. Like that's like you said, it's so far beyond a fluke that it's really not.
Well, I think I was
I'll curse
once.
the seed, but
Yeah, you'll see my comment. I'm not like blaming the seed, but
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. It's like, you know, if my pod goes differently, things go differently, I think. Because I tried the fairy thing and damaged down too much, and I always know when that happens. So I ended up taking a hit to the wrong direction. Tried to mimic clip, and I think I lost it like 2 cycles. 1 or 2 cycles from getting it. So yeah, that was a treat. I'm surprised it's sub 2, to be honest.
Well, you both darn near full cleared the seed finding the last couple of go mode items, so you did a fantastic job, both of you, with the routing, given the items you had, for sure.
Yeah, appreciate you hanging around.
Thanks, guys, for the restream and comms and tracking. So
Thanks for putting on a great show for us. We do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was a really good show.
got boots in early enough that it was still a fair amount of fun.
oh, there's one thing. What happened? What'd you take to Vitreous there, Vortex?
I had a blue and a fairy. I ended up using them both and my hammer a lot.
Yeah,
I really thought about just not doing Vidi. And if it wasn't map chest, I probably would have just left, actually, and just gotten cutscene into Vidi after go mode, just because like the fight was going to be so bad. But I was like, the big key, the walk to Vidi was so fine after that I just like, well, we'll give it a try. I've got a fairy and a blue. I shouldn't die as long as I'm very proactive. It'll be slow as heck, but I should be able to get it done.
I spent the whole big eyeball, I want to say, on a half a heart, and that was stressful. Didn't die this time. But that was a fight. That was a long fight.
Yeah, Red Mail was in TR, right? I think.
Red Mail was in Swamp, I think.
Oh, Swamp. Okay, yeah. So, but yeah, you wouldn't have had it yet.
I just blue. It was 3 hearts apiece, and yeah, it was good. It was a good time. But I did do it first trip like you, so I was just curious if you did do that or come back or whatever.
I don't think it's a bad play to come back.
Yeah, I was just wondering what you did, because I was in that fight for 4 minutes, something like that, I think.
Yeah, mine went about as smoothly as I could have expected. Like it was, or as I could have hoped, I guess. Could have definitely been much worse, and has gone much worse on better equipment.
I thought your fight with Vidi was pretty interesting, just taking damage and just smacking your hammer around at the eyes. I thought that was awesome.
That's that's a really good like swordless strat if you don't have a bow or something and are still forced into the fight, just like still damage boosting and getting a little more than fighter spins in. It's I didn't do it like perfectly. I could have spent more time doing it if I'd started off better. Had to clean up with the spins, but went okay.
Well, neither of you died at Vidi, so I call that a win.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff I can take out of this. I mean, some people know I've been having me one very long bad trip of rando lately, I guess. I don't know what to call it, But there's stuff to take from this. Like I said, I any other time I do a video fight like that, I'm dying. So I'll take that one at least and put that up on the top shelf. At least till I bonk into it. But yeah, thank you, Lana, for coming up here again and doing this, and Jaxie and Renderer, and yeah.
Of course. Thank you all for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Dinner time. See ya.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you
All
guys
right.
have a good night. And not
So, as was stated previously, this is going to be, unfortunately, the last restreamed ALTTPR daily race for a while, due to the fact that the main tournament is currently ongoing, which there are currently matches that are going on right now. Right now, we have Zero Nix versus Verts505. That is going on over at twitch.tv/ALTTP Randomizer. And also coming up in just a little bit, actually in just a little over an hour at 8:40, we are going to have PH112358 versus Laggy. That's going to be over on twitch.tv/speedgaming. Be sure to follow the Speed Gaming channel, Speed Gaming 2 through 6, the foreign language channels as well. We've got Francais, Espanol, Portuguese, and Deutsch. Be sure to follow my co-commentator, Lana Bean, as well as Professor Renderer, our tracker. And you can also drop me a follow as well, if you want. But I've got nothing else really to say, so I'll let my co-commentator have the last word.
Sounds good. And just also a reminder, on Speed Gaming 2, we also have a Final Fantasy randomizer going on this evening on, again, Speed Gaming 2, 9:40 Eastern, and a Zelda 1 rando tournament going on at 10 p.m. on Speed Gaming 3, so give those a watch too. But thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We do greatly appreciate it. And like was just said, this will be the last restreamed race for a little while for this due to the tourney. So have a fantastic time, and there are lots of exciting races coming up. Give them a watch, and y'all have a fantastic rest of your weekend here. Take care now.
Bye.